This goes. There we go. There we get off that one. Okay. Get the car door in the frame. We'll move that Mr. Sheen bottle. Make my room look like a sparse wasteland of millennial living. So I'm relatable. So since you last saw me, I've clearly turned into some kind of grizzly man. What I've also done, which is far more important, is give up caffeine. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I love coffee. I love going to coffee shops. I love making my own coffee. I love having all the little kits and machines and gizmos that make the best coffee. And for about 6 years since I was 20, I've consistently drunk at least 1 cup of coffee a day, usually 2, sometimes 3, sometimes 4. I'm guilty myself of fetishizing, of romanticizing coffee. I drink it in videos. I talk about it. I talk about how much I love it, how I need it to do something, or if I'm tired and I want a coffee. Delicious, boring water. I hate it. Unfortunately, that coffee culture that I thoroughly bought into is the reason that so many people don't realize how bad it is for them. Or at the very least, like me, it takes them a really long time. It couldn't possibly be the caffeine. I love caffeine. That's totally legal. People sell it in the street. But there are so many health benefits for caffeine, like this thing I read. I'm sure a lot of you out there drink a lot of caffeine, and I'm sure you've been told before and you've ignored it. But caffeine is a drug. It is a psychoactive drug. It is a stimulant of the methylxanthine class, which is a class where chemicals go to learn how to fuck up your brain. It blocks the adenosine receptor, which is the chemical that tells your brain that you are tired and makes you drowsy. It also stimulates your nervous system to make you more alert. It releases endorphins so you want to do it more, and adrenaline so your body thinks you're being attacked by a bear. And when you have a lot of adrenaline in your system, you tense up, you tighten up, particularly in your back and your upper body. You stop digesting when you're in fight or flight mode, because if you were being chased by a bear, your lunch is not a priority. But Bing, coffee makes you poop. Yeah, it makes you poop. It dehydrates you too. Recommended maximum daily intake for caffeine is around 400 milligrams. A cup of coffee can have anywhere between 100 and 200 in it. It's pretty hard to measure because every bean is different and they're all roasted in a different way, and Starbucks doesn't give you a little piece of litmus paper with your cappuccino. So you gotta just wing it, and therefore it's not something you can see. So it can't affect you. But if you have 2 cups of strong coffee in a day, chances are you've come up against that maximum. And you are now going over it right now as you sit there with your espresso. You, as manic and ridiculous as I seem, I am a lot happier since I gave up caffeine. I find that I'm calmer. I'm more awake and alert. Particularly first thing in the morning, I'm waking up regularly between 8 and 9 if I don't set an alarm. I'm not getting upper back pain and tension like I usually do, and I'm sleeping so much better. I can feel that I am more rested, that I am more asleep when I am asleep, if that makes sense. Because here's the thing, you can have a little coffee in the morning and be like, oh, it won't affect me when I go to sleep. Wrong. The half-life of caffeine in the body is 6 hours, which means if you have 200 milligrams at midday, by 6 in the evening, you're still gonna have 100 milligrams. By midnight, you're still gonna have 50 milligrams. It is still gonna be interfering with your brain. It's still gonna be in there. It's not gonna be gone until the morning. And that's too late because you needed that time to sleep. I'd like to go on record as retracting all public statements that I've ever made that are positive about coffee or caffeine. I'm not a role model, but if my actions or behavior ever led to you, yourself, developing a caffeine addiction, I am sorry. I consider my body a giant science experiment, a series of test tubes and beakers that I regulate. My brain is the captain of a ship which needs to be maintained, and it didn't come with an instruction manual. I feed it different things and I see how it reacts. I water it with different substances to see how it grows. I rub it up against different things and people and see how it reacts. My human meat vessel is in a constant state of flux because I have yet to find the perfect balance. But I know now that my 6-year experiment with caffeine is officially over. Couple things before I go. Thank you so much to the very, very patient vinyl pre-orderers of the album. I can now officially tell you that they are in production. It's taken a lot longer than I expected. I apologize. Vinyl is expensive and complicated. I'm expecting to receive test pressings any day now, and then from that point, it will be 8 weeks until the finished order arrives with me. The album, 2215, in case you didn't know, is out. It's available on CD, limited 2-disc edition, and digital platforms. We ship worldwide, and it's also on iTunes, Google Play, and Amazon Digital. It features amazing performances from Tempest, Briley Bishop, and Carlos Montero. We also have a bunch of covers and singles and the previous album on all of those things as well. The last video I uploaded to this channel was a montage set to our cover of Ask for Answers by Placebo. I'm super proud of it. It features Briley and Daniel Dobbs. It's available on all of those digital platforms and on Spotify. And if you support High Five Spaceship on Patreon, the most recent upload there is a live recording of us performing Ask for Answers in Cambridge a couple months ago, and that's not available anywhere else. I got about a million other things I want to tell you about, but I'll wait, I'll wait. You don't want to be bombarded all at once. The next time you see me, I will probably be in the countryside working on the new EP. With this.